And welcome to Coach's Comments, presented by Southside Auto Tech. Cristiano Simonetta with you, alongside Stars head coach and GM Cody Chupp. Cody, your team completes a sweep of Team USA on the road. Let's take it to the point after the second period intermission, because Team USA had just tied up the game at 2. What's the mentality that you gave off in that locker room, you yourself personally, in terms of the message? Because whatever it did, you get 2 goals in 17 seconds, one from Travis Treelo, another from Matt Miller. You really shut the door when Team USA had the momentum heading into the final frame.
Yeah, it's always tough in those situations, and your tendency, because of the way that we played and because of the way that we gave up the goals, is to go in there and be really hard on the group, because, I think not only the 2 goals, but the chances that they created were self-inflicted. And this is a group that loves to play in transition. They love to spend time in the offensive zone. In their own zone, they're not as interested. So when we don't manage the puck well in transition and we give them extra chances and extra time in the offensive zone, and when we try to play through guys at the blue line and we fuel their transition, they have a lot of fun playing that way, and they're quite frankly really good at it. So that was what I saw in the second. A lot of frustration goes in that because of how self-inflicted those things are. But that's what I said to the guys. If I came in here and started yelling and screaming, I think we'd all agree it was probably warranted. But I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is know that this room is going to hold itself accountable. It's going to hold each other accountable. And we're going to get back to doing things right. We're going to have good bench energy, and when you get on the ice and you have an opportunity to make a simple play that allows us to succeed as a group, you're going to do it. And I think if you watch in that third period, when we had opportunities to put pucks in, when we didn't have numbers on the rush, we put pucks into good spots where we were able to retrieve them and then start our play in the offensive zone. So the credit goes to the guys and the way that they responded and the pressure that they put on themselves. So I'm really proud of them in that third period.
Because you guys are so aggressive offensively, you outshot Team USA, I think 35-15. Tough game for Jake Musatelli to kind of get into and really invest into every single shift. Okay, I know there's going to be a shot coming after me. I know I have to be on my heels, because he had to stop a couple of odd man rushes. That left toe save on Jack Devine really stands out. How would you evaluate Moose's performance this weekend against Team USA?
I thought he was really solid. Obviously, I think last night, you look at a couple of those short side goals, he wants those back. But if you watched him tonight, what I love is he was on his feet. That guy gets the puck in the same spot. Moose is on his feet. There's no chance that puck goes in the net. The puck play is the thing that he wants back tonight, the one decision that he made. But from a stopping and allowing us to keep momentum when we had it, and allow us to maybe plug some holes in our game at times, especially tonight in that second period, he was fantastic. And that's exactly what you want from your goaltender. This, despite maybe how hard he is on himself, this should be a confidence booster for him.
The power play allowed a shorthanded goal, was 0 for 3. Probably the only bleak part of the Stars' performance tonight, because the even strength play was dominant. What can you do to improve that power play, especially when you go back at home, a place where you've had power play opportunities? Against Sioux Falls, you scored 2 goals in the last game you had against the Stampede at the Icebox.
Yeah, we've talked about it in the past. The power play is it can become a bit of a roller coaster ride. And I thought tonight, credit to USA, they pressured a lot harder up into those areas, and we didn't do a good job of pulling them and then playing tape to tape. And we, that was a focus of between last night and tonight is to pull them into an area, switch sides with it, and then we start our attack. And I thought we did it maybe once really well, but all of a sudden those pucks are bouncing and we're mishandling them. And what that does, especially when they're bringing pressure, is it starts to create some panic. And I thought we had too much panic in our power play and in the puck play, and we didn't do a great job of just making the simple play on entry. All of a sudden that puck's in the air, it's bouncing, and it creates havoc for us. With that much speed, if we have to put it into a soft area where we can skate into it, we should be able to do that, but we have to be willing to do it. And we'll take a good look at the video, clean some things up, and we'll face a completely different opponent next weekend. So there may be different things that makes our power play click going into next weekend.
One last question for you, Cody. Tadeusz Talifa makes his USHL debut. Carter Shade, ton of ice time in this game. You're trusting the younger guys. I asked you about this earlier in the year, but the flexibility you guys have on the back end now, how much confidence does that give you heading into the second half of the season here where every game's important, 2 points are on the line each and every night?
Yeah, Carter's a player beyond his years, and the confidence that he plays with and the ability that he plays with makes it pretty easy to put him out there. And, we saw a little taste of Carter right at the beginning of the year. His development has continued. The Pittsburgh Pens elite program does a fantastic job, and he's grown even since we saw him at the beginning of the year. So it's really easy to put him out there. And obviously we paired him with Enns this weekend, who is a veteran guy that's been around and is a really steadying factor. But Carter, like I said, he doesn't need to have a veteran with him. He's a player mature beyond his years, and Thaddeus, he might not understand much of anything that I say behind the bench, but I thought he was solid tonight, and his puck play, his skating, and his skill started to show through at times. How he gets his head up, gets the puck to his hip, and either makes a simple play or with his feet allows him to make sometimes a special play.